Money and surviving in real estate. Hello, everybody. My name is Roxanne Govaria with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, California, along with my best partner ever, Santiago Guerin.
Hello, everyone. Another
All
great
right.
topic. Let's get going. Let's talk about business.
Let's talk about business and let's talk about survival.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Very
Yeah.
important topic today.
Okay. So you want to take it on first
Yeah.
or?
I mean, I have a kind of to start off the question because you've been in the business for over 25 years, and I know your business has changed a lot throughout the years.
Yeah.
And, agents out there could be asking you, like, the main topic today is how are agents making money this 2026? So, how has your business plan changed for this year compared to, let's say, 10 years ago or 5 years ago, or even last year? How has it changed? I know it's a tough question, but what are some different things that you're implementing this year that are gonna, you know, help bring more business?
You know, one of the things that I'm actually having front and center is to be more organized,
Mm-hmm.
to be more organized, and also to make sure education is more intentional.
Okay.
I think when the market slows down, education really, really matters.
Okay.
I do remember that every time, like you said, this is 26th year in the business, and the market has changed and shifted, and every year there's a new challenge, and with new challenges come new opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And I think if you embrace the change, and if you embrace the challenge and then go out there and get more educated, then you really can basically win it.
Yeah.
um, but I do think that organization has a lot to do with it as well. I do remember my dad was an executive, and one of the things that I do remember about him, and the fact that he was a successful executive, was that he was highly organized, and I think that's what we need to implement into our business. And then the other thing that I think is really, really important, and I know that it has contributed to our system, our success,
Mm-hmm.
is the system of, like, for example, every morning we have a morning meeting, and every morning we are going through our transactions, and basically saying, okay, this needs to be done here, this needs to be done here, and that system of ours is highly scalable, right?
Yeah.
Because you can put two deals on that board and go through and get them done successfully, or you can put 20 deals on that board and get them done
Yeah.
successfully, and we have successfully done that. So I think being organized and having a system speaks a lot to that. So what are we going to do this year? We're going to get more organized. We're going to put more systems in place, and of course, we're going to learn from AI. And I think if there's anything that we've learned uh, since the invention of AI, and since we're learning to use it, is how organized AI is in its thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get more organized and systematized in our thinking, then we're going to be that much more ahead of the game.
Yeah, and that was also something I was gonna ask you, like for agents out there, like what tasks should they be kind of leaning on AI for now this upcoming year, so maybe they can spend time on other things, you know?
It's interesting that you say that, because we were talking about, okay, you want to really use AI to in goal setting and trying to figure out how to line everything up for yourself to be more successful. But then we were talking about using AI to organize your calendar,
Yeah.
and we were discussing that, okay, that does not work as well as we would expect it to, at least not yet.
Yeah.
So interesting that you are asking that, because AI can be very, very powerful if you're asking it, hey, can you help me organize my 1 year plan? Can you help me organize my 5 year plan? What do I need to implement if my 5 year plan looks like this? Now, what do I have to do step by step in order to achieve that? And
Yeah.
AI really great for organizing that thought process and helping you achieve it, but not so great, at least not yet, to organize your calendar. Or maybe we just need to do more learning. We're talking about education. Maybe we need to do more, put more time into learning how to implement AI to be able to manage our calendars better.
I see. Yeah, I see. And how important is social media to agents, or all these platforms out there? Um, I know we're kind of jumping now from AI to social media, but how important is that for agents to be able to make some money this year?
I am so glad that you ask, right?
Mhm.
So we are actually being more intentional, and we switched off from doing our YouTube videos, doing two YouTube videos in one day, to splitting it up into 2 days,
Mhm.
and with hopefully adding a third day as a property tour, so
Yeah.
that we have more presence on YouTube, right? And YouTube being the platform that is more searchable, and people are going to go there to educate themselves, and also to search for things. But other platforms, you want to have a presence on, just so that you're remaining in front of your audience, you're more relevant, and you're out there. So I would say social media remains very relevant, remains very, very important. I went to an event this past weekend, and the host, I knew the host, but I had never met the host. I had spoken with her over Facebook, but I had never actually met her in person. And then I got there, and I went to introduce myself and start, a conversation. And she started talking to me as if she knew exactly who I was.
Mhm.
And, and she was very friendly, and started talking with me as if, we're best friends. And then afterwards, she started telling me about all these videos, and this posting that I have, and that posting that I have. And I concluded that, well, it's all because of the fact that she knows me from my social media efforts, even if she hasn't met me in person. That resonates.
Mhm.
One thing that is important for the agents to realize, though, is that social media doesn't take the place of prospecting.
Mhm.
Social media is almost kind of like a way for you to validate yourself, but it doesn't create the connection that you need to create with your audience, to actually to bring business.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm articulating this, because I don't want to say don't put yourself out there on social media, that social media doesn't work. It absolutely works, but you gotta basically set your expectations straight about social media. That it's not going to give you instant gratification. You can't expect that. Okay, I'm going to go to Instagram, and I'm going to post a couple of videos for a week, and then be like, oh, where are my customers? Where is the why am I not getting any customers? So this must not work.
Yeah.
So it's a long game that you play on social media.
Uh-huh. And then I mean, also social media is absolutely free too, compared to, like, let's say you're doing door to door, mailers, or having to print out flyers, uh, which I mean that's also another way to kind of put your face to people out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it doesn't take the place of actually getting on the phone and talking to people.
People.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, and then also I kind of wanted to bring up on after now that we talk about social media, I had this other question on. Now that I brought up this question, I kind of forgot it, but it was more on the end of what was my question? I forgot it. You go
Well,
ahead. I know you
I'll
had.
throw one.
I'll
I'll
come
throw
back
one
to
out
you.
at you. Okay, so I'll throw one at you, and that is that is seller focused businesses. And this does not mean don't work with buyers, right? Buyers are immediate money. Buyers are more fun to work with. Um, but working with sellers, since we're talking about being more organized and being more systematic, working with sellers give you more organization and give you more systematic approach, and it also gives you steady paychecks. Now,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, there is no steady paychecks in real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, we are all working on commission, and from one month to the next, we don't know where the business is coming from. So you do have to be involved in everyday hustle, every day getting up, and almost like you get up every morning and you go and exercise. You have to get up every morning and you have to go prospect. That does not change.
Yeah.
But that being said, the way that I would describe it is, think of yourself as a shopkeeper,
Yeah.
right? If you are a shopkeeper, you cannot earn money if your shop is empty.
Yeah.
You have to have merchandise in your shop in order to sell the merchandise and make money. And
Mhm.
it's the same thing. You have to have properties, you have to have listings, so that you can put them out there in your virtual store, and for people to come and buy them, and
Yeah.
that's how you make your money.
Yeah. Now that we're talking about money, now I remember the question I had for agents out there. What are some ways an agent can, better use their money once they do make it out of commission? So like, once they get their commission check, what should an agent do? Is there, because I mean, I feel you got to be pretty responsible with, once you're earning those commission checks with what you're getting. Um,
Yeah.
how are agents mishandling it, or how are agents doing a good job in handling it? What are some tips you can give agents?
I was listening to a Mel Robbins show, and
Mhm.
she was talking with the one of the money magnet gurus, Morgan Housel, and the book The Art of Spending Money. And I remember a couple of years ago, I was taking a class for real estate certification, and they were saying, when you are holding an open house, or you're holding a broker's open house where the brokers are actually coming to take a look at the property, and you see these agents lining up with all these flashy cars, and you think, oh my God, they're making so much money, look at their cars, and then one pulls up with an older car, and and comes in and looks at the house, and that is actually the agent that is making money. The ones with the flashy cars are kind of like the little butterflies going after the light, and they burn themselves out in 2 seconds and they're out.
Yeah.
Now, that is basically a recipe for how to be a great agent and how to be an agent that's going to last. So, on that note, I would say you're getting a commission check. You got to remember that that is the result of sometimes, 18 months of work, sometimes 12 months of work, sometimes six months coming and going and showing property. Sometimes it's spending thousands of dollars marketing that property for sale. So you cannot take that check and boom, you spend it all. You've got to make sure that you put money away for taxes. You got to make sure you put money away for expenses. You put money away for retirement, because that's another thing. Agents, we are self-employed. We don't get paid. We don't have health insurance. We don't have retirement accounts. We don't have any of these benefits that other people that are having jobs have. So you got to make sure you put money away for all the expenses, and you also got to make sure that you give yourself a couple of months. What if this paycheck that you're getting today is a paycheck for the next 2 to 3 months at least, right? So people think, oh, the real estate agent is getting such a large check. Well, that's a large check. You don't know how many expenses have to get paid from that, and how long that check needs to last to carry the agent from one transaction to another.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a great way to put it for agents out there. And then the last question that I have for you is, um, who are the agents that are going to be surviving in 2026? Well, what does the agents that are doing what are going to be the ones that are going to be surviving this year?
The agents that have multiple income streams. If you concentrate on, first of all, you cannot be the squirrel, right? The agent that is going to be the squirrel is the agent that's not going to survive. You've got to embrace the repeatable, boring actions.
Yeah.
So repeatable, boring. What are some of the repeatable, boring? Coming to work every day, treating it like a 9 to 5, and coming in and blocking time and making calls. You have to decide what you want to do. Some people, I've had throughout the years, I've had agents say, I hate open houses, or I hate door knocking, or I hate doing this, or I hate doing that. Well, first of all, you got to treat this as, okay, I need to have at least 4 pillars. Just like a chair has 4 legs, you need to have 4 pillars, okay? And then stick to those 4 pillars, 4 or more, no matter how boring they might be. You got to do it in and day out, and you got to be willing to repeat it and be consistent with it, because the most valuable currency that we have as agents is trust.
Yeah.
And trust is built over time, and trust is built over consistency and repeatability. And you take that away, you take away the trust.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, that's all the questions I had for you. I don't know if you have anything else to add for agents out there.
Well, what I wanted to say in closing is 2026 is not going to be, it's not going to have anything vastly different. So we just got to embrace the business and just get to work and get it done. And hard work, consistency, and organization is going to get you from here till the end. And let's just get to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well said.
All right. So on that note, let's connect with our audience. So if you are thinking of if you have anybody that's thinking of moving into or out of San Diego, we would love to be your partners. There's my phone number, and there is Santiago's phone number. We are also running an amazing team here in San Diego. So if you are in San Diego and you are lost and don't know what to do, and want to be part of a great organization that takes it to higher levels, then you can also give us a call and join our family of agents that are doing an amazing job. There is our website, and you can also check out our benefits at Join Pemberley. And we would appreciate it if you give us a follow on Instagram or on Facebook. And of course, what do we want them to do if they're watching us on YouTube?
Like and subscribe so you guys can see all our upcoming videos.
That's right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a powerful day.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.